Oh, hi there, my name's Beth, and this is the story of how I renovated my 1904 Dutch sailing barge. This week, I've done nothing. So this week it really feels like spring has sprung, but I brought you to where the big willow came down, and you can see the damage it's done to the fence here, and it's also this section of log is impaled onto one of the spikes, so I doubt we'll get that off very easily. But yeah, so this week I actually haven't really done anything on the boat. It seems at the moment like everything's just a bit slower, and it kind of is, I suppose. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of sorting, and I'm in a bit of a better place. I've got some plans of the next stages to work on the boat. So yeah, it's nice to have you along for the journey, I think. And sometimes there's not a huge amount of stuff to do every week, because it is every week. So yeah. Anyway, well, let's do what we can. Right, so I know what I was going to ask you. I need your advice, and I'd like you to suspend judgment just for a little bit. Don't immediately respond with your first answer, but I'd like you to put your ideas in the comment down below. So the boat throughout has this dark hardwood floor, and it looks really nice. It's a little bit, it needs a little bit of sand, but it's super hard. It's not damaged at all. And it's all the way through, most of the way throughout the boat, other than there is a small ridge all along the cabin sole in the middle, and that's where the ironwork for the floor supports kind of keeps the boards in place. So, and it's not great, it kind of sticks out. plus the bathroom floor is needs to be replaced, and that's not wood. And the forward cabin, the boards have been cut, so they're a bit wonky and wobbly. So I'm going to replace those. But I was going to reuse the boards for other things and put a nice solid floor in to put the bed on top. So I really like that wood, and I'm going to keep it. However, what I'm thinking now is what I might do is use that as a structural surface. On top of that, put some sort of thermal block, like some sort of mylar sheet or something. And then on top of that, some sort of flooring. And the reason I would do that is because it would make the cabin sole a lot warmer. In the winter, this is too cold to walk on. It's like, because it's so close to the water, and the wood is such hardwood, it's really cold to walk on. So you need to have house shoes or something in, boat shoes. But it's also really nice, so I don't want to get rid of it. So yeah, that's my question. What do you think? Should I keep the wood as it is, or should I have something a little bit more comfortable and warmer on top? I don't know. The one thing I'll say is that if there's anything on the floor now, like for example, if Bertie's bed is on the floor and he's sleeping on the floor, you get a lot of build-up of condensation. And that's just because the floor is so cold, so the air is condensing. So if I put any fabric or anything on this floor, it will rot. Now, I'm not planning to do that, but or at least it'll go mouldy and not necessarily rot. But I'm not necessarily going to do that. But if I put a mylar sheet and then some of the flooring on top of that I wouldn't have that problem, because the floor would be a much higher temperature. It would be the kind of ambient temperature. So it would mean I wouldn't necessarily have the look of the really dark wood, but I'm not sure whether that's actually a bad thing or not. I think it's lovely wood, and I'll probably keep it in the saloon area. Because that's slightly higher, and it's got a lot of insulation. So there's actually a floor plus then the raised area, and inside that is the diesel tank. So yeah, so let's have a think. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like I say, don't immediately respond, because my first response would be, no, the floorboards are really nice, and they are, but I wonder if I can make something a bit nicer, or at least a bit more comfortable. So anyway, you know what to do. So it's not really been a very productive week this week, but sometimes that's the way it is. I've got some plans next to do a little prototype of the undergunnels work, so hopefully next week we'll start to get on with that. But for now, thanks again for watching. I hope it's spring where you are, or at least I hope it's nice weather where you are, and see you next time.